How to fortress properly using the night bus, and a whole bunch of teammates. So now you find yourself with a group of players and no way to communicate. How do you now play to support each other without being able to learn from each other? Well, watch this video. So all credit for this video goes to Java Tigress from Reddit. There'll be a link to this particular post below because I have never played with a group before. So I'm like the worst person to give the advice. But I have found someone who knows exactly what they're doing, and thanks to them I can pass it on to you. So a little bit of background for each profession. We're going to go through what they currently do and then what they should be doing in Fortress battles. And there we are, quick TLDR at the end on this number here. So if you want to skip everything and just get to the basic list, that's here. So the professions. So we have the Aurors, with their strong punches but soft squishy bellies, have 4 spells to play with, but they've likely only ever used 2 of them, weakness and confusion. Equally likely, with the low cost of these spells and a steady stream of focus in Fortress challenges, they've likely taken to simply throwing both spells on everything, then rushing into attack. It hasn't mattered that confusion only really hopes against dark wizards, werewolves, pixies and earthlings, but does nothing against Death Eaters and Acromantulas. With ample focus, they've never really needed to prioritise, and this has worked for them. Playing solo, like all of us, they need to learn the use of these 2 spells, the Bat Bogey Hex and the Focus Charm. Magizoologists, feeling the fury of the beast rising inside of themselves, have a very straightforward task on soloing Fortress challenges. Anything that pops up in front of them, they hit. They, like Aurors, have also only really been playing with 2 of their 4 spells. The Stamina Charm to heal themselves when they do not want to drink a healing potion, and a Bravery Charm to really rage out against the elite. Their gameplay up to this moment has been to attack everything non-elite until they reach 12 focus, then throw out the Bravery and clear the board. Try not to take too much damage in the process. Professors are the focus counters among us. They're only ones who have had to look at the foes and keep track if the foe was going to give 2 or 3 focus when they fell. Like the others, they have been playing with only 2 of their 4 spells. I feel that. The Protection Charm and a Deterioration Hex. They never really have the focus for the Proficiency Charm because they barely have enough to throw out Deterioration Hexes. Yes, I feel that one. Professors playing alone are the only ones of the 3 professions that really need to be considering if they should attack this foe or wait to see if the next one is a pixie or a werewolf instead of an off-class foe. Up until the mid-tower levels, they were able to get away with just throwing Deterioration Hex out. But they rapidly learn that the higher chambers really feel benefit from casting Shield first, even if that does mean they can't Det Hex their first foe. Yes, I have learned this one. So going forward, this is the longest one, obviously there's a TLDR at the end. So Aura, as the battle opens, only attack the human enemies, at least to start with. You deal awesome damage against Death Eaters and Dark Wizards, and bad damage against other foes. No, really, compared to the Magi fighting spiders and Earthlings and a Professor fighting pixies and werewolves, you don't do great damage against them. They handle those fights better. Though if there are no human enemies to fight, you can still help out by going into a fight, hitting once for your first strike, and then running away before they hit back. Then, as the battle continues and you get focus from both your kills as well as your teammates' kills, go through a simple checklist to focus usage. Are there any 4 or 5 star targets that need to be confused right now? If not, pass your focus onto the Professor. Once everyone is shielded and proficiency is cast, keep passing your extra focus to the Professor. The Deterioration Hex will do 80 points of damage every combat cycle for anyone attacking the Det Hex foe. And as an added bonus, especially for you lucky Aura, if a foe is Det Hexed and you cast your Bat Bogey Hex at it, it will do not 3 but 43 damage to the foe, and you can Bat Bogey for free. Hopefully Auras understand what I'm talking about. After everyone is shielded, proficiency is cast, everything is Det Hexed and the important stuff is confused, go wild with your spells on any target a Professor might attack. They get stronger if their enemies have multiple impairments. What about weakness before the end casting spree, you ask? If your party is shielded and fighting on class enemies, then there are really only a few targets that weakness helps significantly with. High star Dark Wizards and high star Werewolves and Pixies before the Professor gets their 2 enhancements. It can also come into play when you are reaching the end of a chamber and your teammates are forced to start attacking off-class enemies. No, let's be clear, it's only useful against their off-class targets that Aurors fight because shielded, Magis and Professors are well nigh immortal. Off class is those which have your down arrow or your neutral. On class is ones with the up green arrow. Magizoologists. Actually, the Aura seems to be the hardest one. Magizoologists. Feeling the beast in yourself? Want to launch yourself into the fray? Go for it, but only against the spiders and Urklings. At least at the start of the battle. Your goal, at least at the start of the battle, is to not spend any focus until you reach 10 plus and can cast your bravery charm. Consider at the start of the battle going after either the weak Urklings, 3-star and below, or spiders until the professor gets a chance to shield you. Shielded Magi is an immortal Magi against spiders and Urklings, and also against Death Eaters, Pixies, Confused Dark Wizards, and Confused Werewolves. But really you shouldn't be attacking those in the first place unless there are no other on-class targets. Try to avoid attacking the 4 or 5-star Urklings until the aura has confused them. You will feel a lot less frustrated because a confused Urkling will never dodge you. On the topic of healing, generally don't, at least at the start when you are still trying to save up your focus for bravery. It costs you 2 focus to heal someone for 30% of their health, but only costs you 1 focus to pick them up to full health if they fall down. So yes, they would not be dealing any damage for the small amount of time it takes you to notice their corpse and revive them. But hey, shielded and attacking on foes, they shouldn't be falling down in the first place once you've cast a bravery charm and are back above 5 focus. Heal away if you so desire. Professor. Okay, so from your solo play you know that focus is going to be tight. So at the start of the battle, pause. Ask yourself who is going to be fighting right away. If there are a lot of human enemies, shield the aura right away. If there are 4 or 5-star pixies or werewolves that need to be fought immediately, shield yourself. Hopefully the team auras are busy passing you focus at the start, so you can shield your teammates quickly. In fact, that's your first and most important job. Shield everyone. Magis fighting spiders don't need to be shielded immediately, but if they have to fight 4 or 5-star Urklings, they would appreciate the shield as well. Like the others at the start of the battle, only attack the pixies and werewolves. Once everyone is shielded, then save up to cast your proficiency charm. Do not deterioration hex until everyone is shielded and you've thrown your proficiency charm. So the TLDR bit. Auras, share your focus to the professor. They will shield you and help you hit harder. Never confuse Death Eaters or spiders or anything weak. Magizoologists, save up for bravery. Cast when you have 10 to 12 focus. Reviving costs less than healing and does more. Professors, shield everyone, then cast proficiency, then and only then cast deterioration hex, which is really weird because that's the thing we only ever do when we play solo. So hopefully that helps you. Please visit the link below and see Java Tigress' article, and also upvote them on Reddit and send them a comment and be nice to them because this is a really, really good article. And yes, good luck on the night bus. So until next time, brush up on your spells, get your ones ready, Wizards Unite.